Well, good afternoon, folks. From I-40 westbound, about 20-25 miles east of Flagstaff, Arizona. This is the first installment of Motorcycle Confessions and my first Motovlog. I guess with this first vlog, I'd like to introduce my YouTube channel, Moto Will Travel, and tell you a little bit about what I'd like to do with it. But before I do that, I want to thank a couple of people who have really kind of inspired me to do this. One of them is kind of no longer around to thank. He passed away a few years ago. His name's Billy Music, and he has done some great YouTube videos, a great YouTube video series. He and his friend Tracy did a series called By Way of Motorcycles, which really got me into watching YouTube motorcycle travel videos and vlogs. And Billy, if you can hear me, man, thank you very much. The other guy is from Memphis, Tennessee, and thankfully he's still around to thank. That's Memphis Mike out of Memphis, Tennessee. All I can say is this guy has been so gracious to me, so kind to me, so giving of his knowledge and support. It's just been unbelievable. And if Mike, I don't know if you'll ever watch any of my videos, but if you do, I hope you watch this one because it's a big thank you, man. For the record, a lot of the equipment I'm using is because of Memphis Mike and his advice and his notification of really good deals on some of this stuff. I just can't thank you enough, Mike. I appreciate it. So the next thing I want to talk about is Moto Will Travel. The idea for this YouTube channel really kind of evolved from a trip that I did last year, a 10,000-mile cross-country trip with a friend of mine. And I shot hours of video. I shot hours of video and recorded hours of audio. And when I got back, I really kind of didn't know what to do with it. I wanted to have it as something that we could go back to when we were old and decrepit and couldn't get our leg over a motorcycle anymore. And we could go back and watch it and say, look at that, man, we did that. I just wanted to document it, and that's all it was. And when I got back and started struggling with how to put it together and how to figure it all out, I realized that really kind of what I was doing was almost like a mini movie or a travel video series. And even with that, I had hours of video of beautiful country, beautiful roads that was just not even going to make it to the screen. And I thought, what am I going to do with all of that? And that's where I started to think about doing this video channel, this YouTube channel, I should say. It was really just intended as a platform to show that raw video. But, you know, as everything does, it evolved from there. And I saw an opportunity to maybe take some people who couldn't ride on my trail. Hold on a second here. Hold on a second. I gotta stretch. Sorry, guys. I'll just cut this out. Can you believe the snow on that mountain? Look at that. Unreal. And I'm in Arizona. All right, so here we go. So anyway, so that video series is something I'm calling Moto Noise. And that's pretty much what it is. It's just raw video from my rides, wherever they may be, and just kind of strung together sequentially with engine noise and wind noise, and that's it. I try to keep the people noise down to a minimum or non-existent, and yeah, that's it. Then we have this series, Motorcycle Confessions. which will kind of give me the opportunity to talk about some things that are on my mind regarding motorcycle and sometimes other things. I like to do some maybe restaurant reviews or food reviews, gear reviews, maybe try out some motorcycles. In all of the years I've been riding, I've never done a demo. I've never demoed a bike, and I think that's something that maybe I'll do. The other thing I would like to do with this motovlog is to bring another rider along with me and do kind of a dual motovlog, almost like an on-bike interview, find out what that person's favorite roads are, maybe ride some of them, where they like to eat, those kinds of things. Then I decided that maybe I'd like to talk to some people who don't ride anymore or do ride and have an interesting story about riding or about their motorcycle collection or an organization that they belong to, whatever. That would be kind of a sit-down type interview, and I'm going to call that Omoyos, which means or stands for Old Men, Old Iron, Old School. And that should be fun because I think it'll take me around the country to some different places, and I'm really looking forward to that. Another thing that I'd like to do with this YouTube channel is to bring you on some tours that I do of national parks, which is what I'm on my way to do right now. I'm headed over to Flagstaff to meet my friend Carl. We're going to ride through Payson down to Payson tonight, and then tomorrow we'll head down to his home in Chandler. Tomorrow my wife is going to fly in from New Hampshire, and then this is, let's see, we're at Friday right now. Tomorrow's Saturday, and then Sunday we're leaving for the 5 national parks in southern Utah. And I'd like to take viewers along some of those rides with me or with us, and I'd also kind of like to tell the story of the ride. So that's something that I'm working on, and it's down the road. It's a little more difficult than just me running my mouth while I'm riding. But I look forward to doing that as well, kind of telling the story of a ride. And then the last thing that I'd like to do, and maybe this is as important as any of the other things, is I'd like to set a playlist on my channel aside for or dedicated to increasing knowledge and awareness of sacroiliac joint dysfunction. And it's basically what crippled me over a period of 17 years, kept me from riding for a good 9 years, and I was basically told no such thing existed, and I just suffered every day for 17 years until I found a lady in Gainesville, Georgia, who fixed me in 20 minutes because she understood what was wrong with me and had studied her brains out, dedicated her life to being able to fix people like me. And I owe last year's ride and every mile that I do to her and a good doctor in Boston who replaced 2 of my hips, which had been destroyed by the affliction that I had with sacroiliac joint dysfunction. So I would like to dedicate a portion of this channel to raising awareness of it. I know there are people out there suffering. They're being told by their doctors that there's nothing wrong with them, that they're crazy, there's nothing that can be done, the sacroiliac joint doesn't move. All the stuff that was told to me for 17 years until I found someone who could diagnose the problem, understand how to fix it, and then proceed to fix it, which is exactly what happened to me. That hope is out there for everybody, and I wouldn't be riding right now. I was crippled. I mean, I was literal. I couldn't stand up or walk without crutches for 7 of those 17 years, the last 7, and really didn't think I'd ever ride a motorcycle again. YouTube was my lifeline to riding. It got me through some very tough times, and I want to repay the favor. I wish I could thank everybody whose videos I watched, and I watched a ton of them. It was all I could do. Drive a car and sit in a recliner and watch YouTube videos. So, yeah, that's what my YouTube channel is going to be about. I hope I can give you some interesting content, maybe make you laugh every now and then. show you some sites that you might not have seen if I hadn't gone there. Maybe help you plan a trip that you're planning or you're wanting to do. Or maybe you'll see something someplace that I went and said, I want to go there too. Whatever it is, I hope you get something out of it. That's pretty much it. That's all I've got. I'm going to meet my friend at the Sizzler Steakhouse here in Flagstaff, Arizona. We're going to have a good meal, and then we're going to head down to Payson. Anyway, that's pretty much it for now from my first Motovlog on Motorcycle Confessions. Over and out.